Concussion sub down in goal in the second innings. That's where he made his debut. Last with just the one ball. On the money. Oh, look at that fly off the bat. Just a defensive shot from Kamil Mishara.
It's a shot and it's
Even though I didn't say much about it.
you're being polite.
No, which says that Jaiswal saw that. Blinder. He had to time it. Off the mark in Test cricket. Maiden Test runs on the pads and he tucks it around the corner.
Not a good delivery, must say, because this
On the ball. Kamil Mishara, top shot. Yeah, good signs. This is how he bats. He's a free-flowing player. 20 for 2 innings for the day. That's for top of the bounce. Played it late. Total control, Pasindu Surya Bandara.
that should do his confidence a world of good. But this is a good delivery, rising. This is what Prasidh Krishna does well. Pice call was out.
Again on the pads. Easy pickings. 26 for 2. Short, he tries. That's got on to him very quickly. He's cranking it up now. The last two deliveries in the 140s. Mishara in first-class cricket. Oh, lovely. He's timed it so well. This outfield, well, there's value. Siraj for his third over. Loses his hanky, but doesn't put Surya Bandar off.
Good fielding. Sarfraz does the cleaning up act. Expect India to throw in the towel so early.
And ideally you want to keep your palms dry as well. You don't want the sweat to get on the ball, and the shine or the balance that you've created maintaining that ball. Gone! He's gloved it through. Prasidh Krishna, some reward.
Yeah, this is West Indies of the 80s. This was their line. This was their leg.
Was in the air. They'll be enough to almost reach the boundary. They'll pull it back and maybe get 3. For I like how he gets on top of the bounce, Pasindu Surya Bandara. He played an even better shot a little while ago when he went right on top. Was in the air briefly, but well controlled. Kamindu Mendes is never short of playing shots.
That should be the idea.
No one to chat with, they'll get 2. Just as the batter cannot get distracted, the bowler cannot get distracted too from his prime.
You see, both teams using their faster bowlers from the press box end, because they create that rough for the spinners to bowl from the other.
Shortish run up. And goes through the gap for 4.
Intentional once again. Opens his face. Gets it through the slip cordon. Kamilu has scored a lot of runs batting at 6. And since I retired, they wanted a number 4. So it was... I personally prefer Kamilu batting at 4.
Indoor 50s. Little too full, well played. 16 overs gone. It's 58 for 3. Much lower, and I think he's got away with this. Wide open gaps on the offside. There's a backward point and a wide mid-off. And I think the batter's missed out here.
I think it's a safe option to have that helmet on.
$17 gone. It's 63 for 3.
even an inch in terms of what they have bowled. Spinners, yes, Jain hasn't looked threatening, but he has the potential.
Lovely, lovely. The adjustment of the body just to get a little low and open the face of the bat. Vasindu Surya Bandara showing a lot of class here.
Yeah, the Sri Lankan A captain in the red.
And here today, when it was looking so good for the two batters who came out early this morning, Kamil Mishara and Surya Bandara. Need to bat deep. Cut out the noise and the distractions and just keep going. Lunch in just under an hour.
Yeah, looked like him. Yes, that's him.
Out here playing a match.
He's also in your part of the world, Russell, now.
Slightly different action which will make it harder to judge. And just a bit of a hop, and hence really difficult to figure out the release point.
Much better over. 69 for 3.
Checking front foot, hang on.
And tourists visiting teams coming out here to play a tournament, also different. I've seen the spinners get a lot more when you're bowling from the tennis courts, and that's the far end. Since he's now feeling a part of it.
Oh, bowled. Extremely well bowled. Played for some turn, I think. Definitely beaten.
Yep, around the wicket and aside.
In the gap.
They want a couple. Goes high and should clear the boundary, I think. Yes, he has. The first time it was thrown up, and Kamidu Mendis has taken the challenge.
And he will. The battle for that area, that good length area has... Lovely hit down the ground. Both batters now being proactive. This is really, really good play from Surya Bandara.
It also tells you that he's quite confident now.
15-20 meters from the boundary. That was tossed up. It's away with it, really. Surya Bandara played it.
Didn't want to run. But what did you say about Sutar? I said I didn't like the word rash. Then you said, listen. 83 for 3.
Tourists also do tend to visit when the Perahera is happening. Bowler makes you feel. If you fear you're gonna get hit, you're not doing that.
Also, you see short leg fielders anticipate, they tend to move a little bit as the batter shapes to play. Nice use of the feet. Really good use of the feet.
Partnership 50 for the fourth wicket for Sri Lanka. 20-26. There we go. Safraz in the way again. Roshan, you were talking about the fielders in front. If you can do that.
Also, he comes here with a really high reputation as someone who has been thought. Clever. Very, very clever. Well, underhand
out there.
Jadeja has been so accurate. Also consistent with the pace. Just subtle in the changes. Dropped in
hundreds. This could be tight. Oh, needed a better throw. Siraj. Got that out to the keeper very quickly, but I think Bandara would have got the dive in. Yep, left-handers tend to take to him. Really well played from outside the line. There's no one in the deep, and coming to Mendes. It's another.
Yeah, intentionally played. Yeah. The sweep has been effective for Pasindu Surya Bandara. And he gets another boundary. And he's now inching towards that half century. He's on 45.
The gap should be at least couple, even more. Mohammad Siraj gave up pretty early. Lovely placement by Pasindu Surya Bandara. He moves to 49.
Again, good batting. Batters.
And going for the single, and Pasindu Surya Bandara in his second test match brings up his maiden half century. Worked really hard.
Innings.
On the shorter side, Waken mid-wicket. Couple of bounces to the boundary. That was Ashwin put away, and Pasindu Surya Bandara did it in style.
It's been a combination of good.
Running with the stroke. A good understanding between Pasindu and Kamidu Mendes. Pasindu Surya Bandara have been waiting for an opportunity for attacking options. Will certainly change as well. In the gap. I think there that Padikkal gives that pretty easily. Once it passed to save the boundary. Reverse sweep. Two is the call by Kamidu, and I think they will settle for a single, not taking on Mohammad Siraj's arm.
Always imagine.
For the moment, it's looking solid, just like Pasindu Surya Bandara. Running with the stroke. Taking on Jadeja. Makes it with ease in the end. Makes it with ease. Overthrows. I'm not interested. 120 for 3. Short delivery and finds the fielder at short mid-wicket. Ravindra Jadeja is one of the best in the business. He's going to not drop those. And Shubman Gill, what a change. And Prasidh Krishna, he's been superb and continue to do so with the wicket of Kamidu Mendes.
76 kilometers. There's going to be 4 runs. Too short. And Pasindu doesn't need a second invitation. He's in that kind of mood. Off spin.
And that stood up. And Dhananjay De Silva puts away in style and off the mark with a lovely hit.
This is the problem I've had with Prasidh. That's what India wants. I'd like him doing this more often. 130 for 4.
And with that, the umpires will signal for lunch break. Just outside the yaw stump, Dhananjay De Silva lets it go. And by far, the most productive session for sure.
And good afternoon, everyone. And welcome to the second session of day 3. Dhananjay De Silva, 4 not out of 6 innings so far in this series. And
1. Very watchful.
Just immediately after a long break, it's always interesting to watch the outside and suggest to the captain things that they could look to do differently in the second session. So if we see something really different from the first one, he won't be there, so Sarfaraz will have to carry on the mantle.
He seems to be very talkative. Sarfaraz under the bat. Sutar's bowling in goal. Just a touch short. 131 for 4.
Yep, I think that is the MO for Prasidh Krishna in this spell. Try and attack the stumps as much as you can. Yep. That last graphic that we showed you was about how he was a little more forward than the other batters, and that's pretty obvious in the way he plays. There's a real commitment.
Out about himself after he got out of the very first ball.
Talking about guys who like to talk around the stumps, Rishabh Pant is one, but he's not there, so he's found somebody else to have a chat with. On the boundary.
Dhananjay De Silva, soft hands. Plays spin very well. Dhananjay, and plays under his eyes and with soft hands. Nice use of the feet. That's what he does well against spin. Dhananjay looks so easy on the eye. Perfectly executed on drive for 4.
It's a
I don't think. No, it's sliding down the leg side. They got excited.
A good call, Roshan. And Ehsan Raza definitely is not going to give those. Even closer than those. He'll...
Oh, no. That's it. Suthar finds that outside edge. That's the delivery we were talking about. Pitching in line and turn and bounce. This is the Suthar we know.
And this is post-lunch tactics from India. Change the line. They went outside off green because very revealing. Over the wicket average 48.5, 20.7 round the wicket average. And he's got a wicket 5.
A single to end the over. 144 for 5. And also challenges the bowler. It sort of gives a completely different challenge. You can't set, actually becomes difficult to even set a field or come up with a plan. 147 for 5.
Only for Dinusha. Pasindu is set. He's seen Manav Suthar quite a bit. Sonal has seen plenty of.
He's played him well. Surya Bandara got into line quite nicely. Dropped and run. And uncomplicated in the way he's. He's very watchful for Sonal Dinusha. Swings the short delivery and gets a boundary. That's a good response. The angle and the 150 is up.
He's waiting for it, wasn't he?
152 for 5.
And then use your feet to take on the left arm spinner. Sonal Dinusha is full of confidence with all the runs from goal. And the first real chat. Oh, well, whoa. There might be a little edge here, they think, and the batter's looking defeated. In fact, knocks the stump too. That was the sound. He was looking so good, Surya Bandara, and it's required. A lovely moment from Ravindra Jadeja. Heard the little woody straight. Now there's something on that. He's going to walk. There's a wicket for Siraj. Strangled down the leg side. There's a little waft down there and a good low catch to his right by Dhruv Jurel. And
Goes for the slog sweep. There isn't anybody. It's open areas. In fact, it's gone for 6. It's 188 for 7.
And quality. Oh, he's chipped that over the top. It's gone. Gone for 6. Effortlessly dispatched. Afternoon, Sanjay. More than a... At the top edge.
Over the wicket, but a far more attacking line.
205 for 7.
on a lot longer. Not a lot to expect. Parvez Maroof is with me from Lahiru Kumar and Asita Fernando. So it's really these two.
Comes Saransh Jain.
It's a peculiar habit. He runs in front on and there. Plays that shot again. He fancies that shot against the off spinner. It doesn't matter if it seems to be against the turn, but he's got it under control.
A change of
Saransh Jain. A little too short. 2-1 for 7. It was up in the air. I think the fielder lost it. Devdutt Padikkal at backward short leg lost the ball. They'll come back.
I'm going to say one batter is Dinesh Chandimal.
There isn't a recognized batter among. Beats the fielder.
Oh, not a single seat. Shows the love towards rugby in this country.
Possible. Used to have, for want of a better word, a celebrity rugby match every year in
Nusha. Oh, that's turn. Plenty of turn off the bowlers follow through outside the yaw stump. And I like this.
69 overs gone, but there's a wicket in that over. 230 for 8. Again. There was a token appeal from slip.
I thought it was outside the line. And Sonal, and it certainly takes a lot of adjustment outside edge, just far short of the fielder. At Gully, the Sarfaraz Khan. And Lahiru Kumar playing with the soft.
It's pushed through. Yeah. Might just have pulled out the bat as well. 2-3-1 for 8. And the line well outside leg.
Even one for the reverse sweep at Sweepakava is quite fine. So all the areas that Sonal Dinusha usually likes to score.
Easy wicket to bat on or easy wicket with the next batter coming in? I think he just said it's an easy wicket.
Take out.
Yeah. Big appeal, big appeal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 appeals. It doesn't matter. One will do, Manav Sutar.
And for me, it was another good decision. Good over by Sutar. 2-3-2 for 8. Was Lahiru Kumar. Run hard.
And he's played just a shot for that. He wants 2. And he'll get it quite easily. Didn't quite need to run hard on that one. It was so well placed. Now he's taken the first quickly again. It's going to be a bit of a struggle for the second. But he's quick, he's young, he's got to have young feet. Runs back very quick. Single offered on a platter there.
I thought Saransh Jain was expecting the batter to use his feet, so he went nice.
Just. It's an easy block. 2-3-7 for it. A little bit. Single is offered by the bowler. The single has been taken. Now he was in a spot of bother a couple of times against Manav Sutar.
Quite comfortable as long as it's there. Turning back, you're not too sure which is going to go with the arm. So certainly Manav Sutar has got the right idea. Bowling to a left arm spinner bowling around the wicket to a left hand. It brings both the edges into play. Just beside the Sports Ministry grounds is the Sports Ministry Physio Clinic as well. Lots of players in.
Just a little comeback on that with the turn. 2-4-0 for 8.
Down on one knee. He's hit that well into the gap. Sonal Dinusha. He's batting on a different pitch. He's looking so different to the other Sri Lankan batters out there. Evening, Angelo Matthews. Trying to bowl into the rough. He goes again. No one moves. He's hit it so well. There are fielders in the deep, but he's taking them on. He's piercing the gap. Sweep shot has been the go-to shot for Sonal Dinusha. And he plays each spinner very differently. Each bowler, he has his own method. He's nicked that through. At least a couple for Lairu Kumara. Oh, in fact, it's gone for 4. 250 for Sri Lanka. 253 for... He's not shy. Give Lairu Kumara the strike. He'll just be hoping that he wouldn't try to take the bowler on. Just like that. 257 for 8.
Exactly why I say Sonal Dinusha is playing spin so very well. He's trying to hit both sides of the wicket when it's turning.
Oh, nicely defended.